Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. Sorry I missed Monday's video. Things are still a little busy for me on the weekends lately. And unfortunately I couldn't get the time to make one. So we are back. Quick announcement first. If you were watching my previous series, at the time, I had announced that when I hit 500 subscribers, I said that every time that number doubles, I would give away a Factorio license. So I did a giveaway when I hit 1,000, and I've just recently hit 2,000. So it's time once again to give away a license of Factorio. Or if anyone would like to be entered but already has a Factorio license, which I suspect applies to many of you, we can also apply the equivalent amount of dollars to the charity or nonprofit of your choice, assuming it's nothing too political or controversial. So if you would like to be entered, then please just leave a comment in this video and let me know if you would prefer to have a Factorio license on Steam or if you would prefer to make a donation. And if you would like me to make a donation, please let me know which organization you would like the donation to go to. And then sometime around the end of the week or during the weekend, I will use an online tool to randomly pick one of the comments, and that person will get the prize of his or her choice. So thanks once again for all the support. Really appreciate it. It's great to know that what I do is appreciated. It makes me happy to do it, and to know that other people are getting benefit from it as well is a great feeling. So thanks again. All right, so last time we were starting to make the layout for tungsten plates. So we'll need to continue that. So I'm going to pull up my planner again. And we had gotten down to this point where we're making the tungsten hexafluoride gas. Okay, and this is going to take hydrofluoric acid as an input. Now, at the moment, I really don't have much hydrofluoric acid. So what I'm going to do, just on a temporary basis, is I'm going to hook up an unbarreling pump, because I brought some barrels with me, although I think I may have left them in the train. Let's see. Hydrofluoric, empty hydrofluoric acid. Okay. Let's see, where's my train? Okay, it's up here. Yeah, let me go see if I left it in the train. Because I did pick up a few stacks of acid to bring over here with me. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So I'll just load some of that in there. And I'll just put a couple chests. One to go in and one for empties to come out. Okay. And then at a later point, once we get more acid production, then I can bring in a line. Or I can just bring the barrels over here and continue to unbarrel here. But generally what I've been doing is unbarreling at the station and then piping. Okay. So this is giving us the tungsten hexafluoride gas. So into that we need a chemical furnace, Mark 1. And maybe that one we can put right here. And that is going to be making tungsten oxide. Okay, and that takes... Oh, okay. Purified water is an output. So it takes tungstic is it tungstic? Yeah, tungstic acid as an input. For that one, we need a chemical plant. And here it is. Tungstic acid. And this takes tungsten ore and hydrogen chloride. Okay, so we're going to need, well, maybe I don't need a belt for the ore. Maybe I can feed it with direct insertion. Where does the, oh, okay, yeah, I know where the ore comes from. It comes from over here. All right, let's see, where are we putting the tungsten? Over here. And I really don't have very much of it at this point. Okay. So we'll put one of these here. We'll filter for tungsten ore. And we'll feed this up there. Okay. And this is not going to last very long. Okay. And then we also need hydrogen chloride gas, which we can make over here. And for that, we're going to use a single chemical plant. Hydrogen chloride gas from chlorine and hydrogen. I really wish that was flipped around. Okay, let's move that there. Move that there and put that there. Okay. Should I put a buffer tank here too? No. Well, actually I don't know if it would even fit. I don't have one of those. Let me see. I would like to put a buffer for the hydrogen. Yeah, there we go. Okay. No, I don't want to put it there. I'd rather have a pump coming out of it. But that's fine. I have some room here. All right. So then I'll put a non-return valve. There we go. And then we'll put a pump on the output. And this already has a pump on the output. Okay, and now we have hydrogen chloride gas. All right, and then I'll run this pipe up this way. Let's throw in a light there. go. There. Okay, so we've got that. And what else do I need? I need, let's see, powdered tungsten. Okay, so this is, where do I put the cobalt powder? Oh, okay, this is where the cobalt powder needs to go. All right. Let me open up the big planner so I can just get down to the cobalt powder. All right, I need 4.5 cobalt powder. The hydrogen chloride was for that. Okay, so this is, what was this for? Calcium. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to come back to what I was doing. Okay, I remember now. So I need hydrofluoric acid for up here, and I'm going to be producing fluorite when I make the powdered tungsten, and that's why I wanted to try to make the acid here. Right, okay. Yeah, I remember now. Sorry, it's been a few days. Right, so I decided for now just to put the fluorite in that silo and dealing with it later. Just because I don't have a lot of acid and it's going to be hard for me to get much production done. Okay, so let me remove that just so I don't confuse myself. I'm going to remove this. Okay, and then this is the chain I need to follow for the cobalt. So the cobalt power is going to come from 2 assembly machine 3s, which I'll put right there. Cobalt powder. There we go. All right, and those are going to come from cobalt ingots. Items per second, 2.5. Yeah, we can use regular inserters in and out. And I'll make that one a near inserter. Okay, and here we need cobalt ingots. And that's going to take a blast furnace. Or maybe I should put it down here. Well, if I put it here, then it'll be in line with the other blast furnace. I'll just do that. Okay, cobalt ingots using cobalt oxide and carbon. Okay, and here is the carbon. Okay, and we can use that for fuel as well. Okay, and that's going to need cobalt oxide, which comes from a chemical furnace, which I'll put down here. Outputs. All right, we need a fast inserter on the output. Whoops. There we go. Does this need fuel? No, it doesn't. let's do this. There we go. Okay. All right, and this stuff has to go someplace, right? The tungsten oxide has to go into here. And then we have purified water that we have to deal with as well. Now let's see where else we're using purified water over here. I think we are using it, but I don't recall. Yeah, here's some. Okay, and that's coming out of this cooler. And that's to make carbon dioxide. Okay. So I could put that water up here. It might back up. But I think that's the only purified water I'm using over here. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. So I'll send it over there. Okay, let me find a good route for it here. Okay. And then I should probably also put a clarifier on this, just in case it gets full. So let me do an overflow valve and a clarifier. Okay, I need stone bricks. And I should have some in my train. All right. There we go. So now we have a place for the water to go. Whoa, watch out. Okay, so all this looks good so far. All right, so for the cobalt oxide, I need processed cobalt, which is going to come from here. There we go. And looks like yellow inserter there will be fine. Does that need fuel? No. Okay, and then we'll also be feeding it limestone. All right, so let's go see where the limestone is coming in so we can bring that over there. Looks like it's over here. Yep, and I need to draw it off of this side. And it's hard to tell these apart. Okay, limestone is the one that looks like a Lego. Okay. This is the most spaghetti I've made since probably the first time I ever played this game. Okay, there's limestone, and then we just need the cobalt. Okay, where are we keeping the cobalt ore? Over here. Okay. That's the second to first one. Okay, and I'm thinking I'll probably bring that belt up parallel with that one. And I think this will be the first time I'm ever doing anything with cobalt. There we go. Okay. I think it'll be ready to go once I power it all up. Let's see, if I use a Mark II power pole here, I can cover a lot more area. Okay. And we're making tungsten powder. Now we just gotta feed it in and out. Okay. We have tungsten plates. Oh, okay. I've got to get rid of calcium chloride. Whoops. Let's try that again. Okay, seems like I've got a shift key stuck. There we go. Calcium chloride. Okay. Where else are we using calcium chloride? I'm pretty sure I'm using that around here somewhere. Was it for the... Maybe it was for the acid production. Sodium hydroxide. Okay. I thought I was using that somewhere. I'm pretty sure I am. I just can't remember where it was. Let's right-click that and see where we use it. Cobalt oxide? Yep. Oh. It's a recipe for titanium that I haven't researched yet. Actually, I haven't researched this one yet either. But I'll be able to make cobalt oxide with it at some point. I wonder if I can do any of that research. No, I need high-tech research packs. Speaking of research, let's get some more research done. Let's just do logistics slot 6. Okay, and we need some lights over here so we can see what's going on at all times. There we go. Okay. And we're accumulating quite a few tungsten plates. I've got not a lot of acid left, so this is not going to go on for too much longer, I don't think. But anyway, it was a fairly complicated process, and I'm rather pleased that it worked the first time. And maybe even we might have even been able to get some other production going now that we have some water. Yeah, so now we can make tin ingots again. At least I think those are tin. They're either tin or zinc. Let me go over there and look, because I do need to make myself a note to get some water brought in over here. That is, oh, nickel. Okay, so let's add that to our to-do list. All right, cobalt ingots I have. Why did I write cobalt ingots? I wanted that for something else apparently. Oh, I think it's for steel and iron, to mix with steel and iron. Okay, well let me leave that. We need purified water for nickel ingot CO2 production. And we'll assign that to myself since nobody else is helping me still. Okay. What were cobalt ingots good for? All right. We can currently use those, yeah, to alloy into iron and steel. And I do have a lot of cobalt. And this is easy to make since all I need to bring in is limestone and carbon. So even if I run out of acid for the tungsten, I can keep making a lot of cobalt, which I think would be a good idea. Alright, so let's... Oh, I'm out of silos. Let's see if I can make another silo. Yeah. Okay. All right, we can do yet another slot. This is getting to be pretty nice. All right, so I think what I'll do is... Hooray for long underground belt distances. Okay. Yeah, and I don't really see a need to put any kind of limit on that. We'll just let it run. Okay, so that was used for, at least for the recipes I have now, I can use it with nickel and iron. And I can use it with steel to make molten steel. Alright, so let's look at steel first. Steel I have using manganese and steel ingots. Why do I don't... No oxygen? Oh boy. If it's not one thing, it's another, you know. Okay. I have no oxygen in my oxygen tank. Why is that? Because we are full of nitrogen. Why? Why am I not flaring any nitrogen? That seems like an oversight. All right, I need an overflow valve. Now you can't see it, but there's an output pipe right there, and I have flare stacks. I don't know if one is enough, so I'm going to put a pipe. just in case I need more flare stacks. Okay, well, I wonder how long it's been like that. And now we're making copper again. And everything else that needs oxygen. Okay, well, I'm glad that problem was detected and fixed. Okay, so steel. With steel, we're using up manganese, and this is where all the manganese goes. And I don't have very much of it. So maybe it would be good to stop using manganese for a while. You know, it would be, I would love it if I could automate. Well, you know, I'm not making a whole lot of cobalt either. My iron production seems to be happy. Because if I start using this for iron, then I'm going to be using iron, cobalt, and nickel instead of manganese, which maybe I could do with one of those two casting lines. That's tin. I think I don't have a lot of nickel. Yeah, I'm out of nickel, at least until I bring some water in here. Okay, let me grab some iron plates, and I'll just make a little hydro plant there to make water, and I'll dump the saline. I need more stone brick. Put some of that steel back in there. Okay. And the good thing is that we have a water pipe right here. Trying to think of a good place for this. I think right here would be okay. Yeah. All right. And so we're just going to do plain old water purification. And that will give us purified water, and then the saline I'll just dump. Now the purified, I want to use from here only if there's no water in this pipe. So to do that, I'm going to use a top-up valve. Allows flow if the output side is below 80%. So if this pipe gets full, then nothing will come in from here. So it'll prioritize the water that we're producing elsewhere in this area. Okay, so now I just need to make a clarifier for that and we'll be done. So I just need to head back to the base, get some stone brick. Actually, I wonder if I have a clarifier in here. No, I guess I don't. Okay, let's go back to the base. We'll get a clarifier. Actually, I'll put in a request because I might have some in my inventory over there. And then we'll go back and finish that off, and that'll do it for today. And I got some suggestions. Oh, yeah, we were... The reason I wanted these tungsten plates is so we could build a nuclear reactor. Now I remember. Okay. Are they bringing me any? No. I did get some warehouses, though. Alright. Yeah, I guess I don't have any clarifiers in storage. I'm going to need an overflow valve again. Let's go ahead and make 50 of those, since those are handy to have. I don't need that tree. I don't need limestone. And I'm sure I have a lot of other stuff that I don't need either. Okay. So let's go back to smelting. And we'll get that finished up. Alright, so after this, we will build the nuclear reactor, since I'll finally be able to make the heat exchangers, I think. Yeah, the heat exchangers. That's what I needed the tungsten plates for. And then I was starting to mention, I don't know if I finished mentioning it, but someone recommended that I probably need about 3 times as much sulfuric acid production as what I have. That sounds right to me. In fact, that might even be a conservative estimate. I need a lot more acid production. So I think after this I'll probably spend some time working on that. We might have to go to a different area in order to make that happen. All right, where can I plug this in? That looks good. Okay. So now we should have plenty of agua, plenty of CO2. Let's get this other non-return valve on there. Where is it? It's that one. There we go. That'll help the tank fill up a little more easily. A pump going into there is probably overkill. But you get a big pressure drop when you go into a tank, which is why I most often use pumps on the outputs. Otherwise, when the level of the tank starts to get low, the flow out of the tank starts to slow down quite a bit. Because the flow rate is directly proportional to how full the pipe or the tank is. So a pipe that's 5% full, let's say, is only going to output 5% flow rate into the pipe that's connected to it. Because when it's not full, there's very little pressure. When it gets full, then you get 100% flow rate, and it starts to go down. If you use a pump, you always get 100% flow rate as long as there's enough in there to feed the pump, because it sucks it out. Okay, well, that's going to do it for today. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Appreciate it as always. I'm going to grab my tungsten plates over here. I'll probably take these empty barrels back, and we will start working on reactors next time. Thanks again for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.